Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am here today to talk about runes again, and I feel like it's been a very long time since I've done this. I think it's been almost 2 weeks since the last one, but here it's coming out. Bug, Plant, and Reptile today. And so we're going to start off in the bug category. So for the starting rune, we have Metamorphosis in the bug category, and this is a mystic, which, I mean, if you know your bug runes, it should not surprise you that Metamorphosis is the top. Because, also here, it says, solo. When your turn starts, this Axie gains 2 cocoon and deals damage equal to 7% of its shield per cocoon stack to all enemy Axies. So that means that it's gaining 2 cocoon, which maxes out at 10, but that's 70% damage dealt to all enemy Axies of the cocoon you have, which, I might be wrong, but I believe it's 8 shield per card. So after 5 turns, you can get, I don't know, I just blanked there, 80 shield per card. That can't be right. It has to be 4. It has to be 40 shield per card. That just sounds ridiculous. But anyway, Metamorphosis for you. And I'm going to have to keep this one a little bit quicker because I have the same amount of Axie rounds that I played, just not enough footage. I mean, I could get more, but I didn't really feel like it today. I'll have some more. I'll definitely have to have some more whenever my next one releases, which should be soon, because that's going to have 4 categories. Okay, continuing on, I have Collect and Protect. So that one, again, is a mystic, and it says, when your turn starts, in odd rounds, draw 1 bonus card. In even rounds, gain 60 shield. So round 1, you draw a bonus card. Round 2, gain 60 shield. So on and so forth, I believe is the saying. And, I mean, I think it's good because you get extra card drawn, you gain shield. It's a pretty good, like, front line. And yeah, there's that. Okay, and for the final rune that I have here for the bug category is Fate Maker, which says, enemy cards discarded by your team have their stat reduced by 10% and deal damage equal to their owner equal to 3 times the stat reduced. Your cards discarded by your team have their stat increased by 10%. So, I believe that is a gradual gain in percentage and damage, which is very strong. And then also, if you're discarding, like, Little Branch, and it's 130 damage, I believe it is now, yeah? 10% of that is 13, times 3 is 39 damage, equal to the owner, like, dealt to the owner. And that's, and bug cards discard all the time. And then that stat just decreases. So that is a very good one. But also, in parentheses, I had mentioned Sturdy Fighter. So Sturdy Fighter says that this Axie's single attacks consume 25% of the Axie's current shield and deal bonus damage equal to 3 times that amount. So it's just good for a bug Axie that you want to deal, like, extra damage with. But you can also put some shield up on it to do that extra damage. Okay, over here I have Plant as my next set of runes that I'm going to be talking about. And for my first one over here, I have Healing Purse. Let me pull it up really quick. There it is. Okay, so Healing Purse is a mystic rune. And it says that this Axie heals 20% bonus HP. Overheal amount granted by this Axie converts to shield. Overheal amount granted by this Axie converts to damage to 1 random enemy. So if you have, like, an Axie really good at healing, say you heal 50, and you're already at max, then you're dealing 50 damage to a random enemy, gaining 50 shield, and it's really good, I think, for like early game, because I know I've played rounds where I get like a confused and that's the first card I play because I have nothing better to do. And it can be annoying, but with Healing Purse, I can deal, because now it's like heal 35, deal whatever you healed. So I can overheal 35, deal 35, deal an additional 35, gain 35 shield. That's a lot of stuff going on right there. And that's like, ah. Okay, additionally, I'm going on to Gaia's Embrace. Not additionally, this is the second one. Also Mystic Rune. All out Axies gain 40 bonus max HP. They also heal HP equal to 1% of this rune's owner's max HP when your turn starts. So the heals, not so much, but I've seen some teams that play this really well and get Axies over 500 HP, like every Axie. Because you got like, what's it called? It's one of the neutral ones, gain 40 bonus HP. This one gives everyone 40 HP. There's a bunch of good charms to get 20, 10, 10 HP bonus. So, I mean, you can get your Axies having a lot of HP, and with the most frustrating triple plant teams, you just heal away. Because, I mean, now the current Blood Moon stops that, so those teams won't be, like, viable anymore. But this can be a good way to get, like, bonus HP, and not, like, stall out the game. I mean, I tried, but I didn't win. I wish I had that footage. Okay, and for my final rune here is Rune, which just got a major buff because Force Breath is now doing more damage. No, not Force Breath, Force Wrath. And then Force Breath, I'm getting way ahead of myself. So it says, before the battle starts, add 1 Force Breath to your deck. Once per turn, when an ally is cleansed, add 1 Force Wrath to your hand. So when comboed with very good, like cleansing, there's like Purify, there's Cleanse. I mean, Purify doesn't cleanse you, but certain cards are very good with that, and so yeah, that can work out. And I'm trying to pull up here really quick. One moment. Okay, I've got it up now. So Forest Breath has been decreased. It used to be, you use 1 energy, you heal 20 HP, heal and cleanse all allies for 20 HP, but now it's 0 energy, 5 heal. But still, you're healing and cleansing allies. And says, if there's at least 1 non-debuffed allied Axie, apply 3 sleep to a random enemy Axie. So sleep is always good. You have to waste energy to wake them back up. And Forest Wrath, you get from cleansing all allies. So Force Wrath is target any enemy, deal 70 pure damage, plus 20 per other Force Wrath card in hand. So it does banish, unlike Force Breath. However, it's gaining bonus damage now, which I believe it only gained 10 bonus damage, now it's 20 bonus damage. And I've faced the Wrath, the Forest Wrath, haha, get it, of like other people who've played Rise and Rune very well, had good cleansers, and yeah, I just died to Forest Wrath. Backliner, midliner, frontliner. Frontliner was not the strongest. My team's advanced since then, but still, very good rune. I do have Leaf Cloak and Miracle Leaf to mention. So, coming over here, I have Leaf Cloak says, whenever hit, if this Axie has Leaf, it takes 20% less damage. Lose 1 Leaf, then grant 1 Leaf to other allies. Otherwise, gain 2 Leaf. So, it's very good at like the front line, and then giving allied Axies bonus Leaf to heal over time. It's just not as good as some combos with Rise and Rune can be. And then Miracle Leaf says, gain 1 leaf when your turn starts. This Axie's attack deal 1 bonus damage per leaf. If this Axie has at least 5 leaf, before attacking, deal 20 bonus damage. So, max is 10 leaf. 5 leaf. Wait, sorry. The leaf then becomes similar to Rage, except you don't take bonus damage, you're just dealing it. And if you have 10 leaf, you deal 20% more damage, plus 10 damage for your 10 leaf. And then you heal for all of the leaf. The Miracle Leaf becomes very good. But this is all, like, sort of situational. Like, against some teams, I have a pretty good Aqua team that just can take out the backliner really quickly. And, I mean, this is with a new fragile, vulnerable change, but Miracle Leaf it wouldn't save you. And it takes a little while to build up. So if you can't, like, get Leaf yourself, it's iffy. And I'm gonna need to add footage because I still got another category to go here. Okay, well, the final category I have here is Reptilians, or Reptile. So first up, I have Paralyzing Gaze. The thing I'm on has Paralyzing Fang and Paralyzing Glare. It's Paralyzing Glare. I definitely didn't just mess it up. But it says that this Axie's debuff abilities apply Doubt for 2 turns, then deal pure damage equal to 3 plus total debuff stacks and debuff turns on the enemy, to all enemy Axies to enemy Axies, cap at 20 damage. I'm going to have to check myself on this. I believe that it was changed. Have to span through a couple of screenshots I took. Just a couple. Took screenshots of everything during that. So it says, oh yeah, and now it's 1 plus total number of debuffs on the target to enemy Axie. So you're dealing damage to everyone for the amount of debuffs that there are. And every card that has debuffs applies additional debuffs. So it just can be obnoxious, especially with like poison teams. Those are considered debuff cards. So yeah, I'm gonna continue on from there. Don't know how much more footage I'm gonna need here. I'll just make a slow game, however that works. Okay, second I have Regenerator. Yeah, also Mystic Rune. Paralyzing Glare evidently was a Mystic Rune. But Regenerator is when your turn starts, cleanse this Axie 1 time. If its HP is greater than or equal to 75%, no, it has to be less than or equal. I just need to check myself on that. Oh, geez, it was changed. Okay, I'm gonna keep all of this just because I like the conversation. So now it's, when your turn starts, heal 10% of max HP and cleanse 1 time. So this mechanic is getting changed, like the way it goes. But yeah, it's getting nerfed a little bit. But it's not terrible. Not like terribly nerfed. And I mean, if you had, I think it was less than or equal to. No, it had to have been greater than or equal to. But now at all times you're healing at 10% of max HP. There, that's what it is. And my final rune here is Prehistoric Armor. I was going to possibly, I mean, Venom Master's good. Now it adds Venom Burst to your deck, which target any enemy, deal 5 pure damage per poison on the target, then remove and equally spread its poison to other enemy Axies. So max stack of poison is 40, so max damage you're dealing is 200 damage for 2 energy. But then you're basically getting rid of the poison, which, I mean, is iffy. like, you don't really want to get rid of the poison because the poison's what's bringing you through. And I mean, some of these might be changed completely. I might have missed a couple, like, changes for Season 5. Just want to include that. But my final rune that I'm talking about is prehistoric armor. And is a solo, like every other thing out here that I've been covering. So it says, when your turn starts, this Axie gains 1 spike. Spike in this Axie grant 3 bonus blood spike. Whenever hit, this Axie heals 10 HP. So damage is being reduced by 10 basically, and you're gaining 8 blood spike per hit instead of 5, and 1 spike per turn. So that is a good bit of extra blood spike, and really good for a front line, especially if you can get shield up and have cards that grant spike alone. You can build up blood spike easily and deal that good, like, AoE damage right off the bat. Well, that'll be all for this section. I have 4 more runes to cover another time, and I will catch you then.